So, stopped in to follow up on a medical situation. Everything seemed to be going well. I'm waiting for triage. I see something that kind of I didn't like, that I'm not used to seeing. I didn't think it was up to procedure. Then I hear a young man come in and he walks up to the front desk and he asks about his cell phone. And the guy's response, immediately frustrated: "Look, you've called up here a few times. We've told you we don't have your cell phone. Your cell phone's not back here." The young man says, "Well, I know it's back here. I was called and told it was back here by a different person, right?" And you know, these shift changes, different people work the area. Guy tells him, "Look, your cell phone's not here and you can't wait in the waiting room." At this point, I'm listening now because it's not that busy of a waiting room. I picked the right time to come in at a certain point, so it wasn't that busy. So I get up and walk over and say, "Excuse me, sir." And the young man was kind of taken aback, but I was trying to help him. And I said, "What's the procedure? Don't you guys have security for the premises? Shouldn't he be speaking to security about his lost item?" And by you telling him you can't help him, that's not what anybody wants to hear. And if it's not your job, don't extend yourself past your job. So I take the young man. I said, "Excuse me, can you speak to me for a second?" Young man came over. I said, "What's going on?" His girlfriend came in with his cell phone. And so she's in here being treated. It's his cell phone. And honestly, if she called him about coming to pick up his cell phone, how about we get security to go speak to her and correspond to her with him? Because I've came up with my fiance and had to get something from her, and they went and simply spoke to her and she signed something and they brought me my property, right? So instead of allowing that to happen, the front guy, which his name is Mr. Michael, is telling the young man he can't help him, and then also he can't wait in the waiting room to speak to somebody. That infuriated me. I'm not going to sit by, and listen to this stuff that's not up to your procedure or policies. And I know this for a fact. I run a business. I own a business. So I stepped in. And now what we have is, as I'm stepping away to be treated, now this young man is speaking to security. I gave security what the information I had. Now the young man is speaking to security. Security walked the young man back there, and they're handling it. And that's what's supposed to happen. So was Michael out of line? Yes. Was he visibly frustrated with the young man? And I'm sorry I don't have it on camera. I wish I would have filmed it. The young man can actually probably get the footage. I'm sure there's a camera up there. But for him to be frustrated with the young man about the young man's cell phone was ridiculous. And I'm honestly, I don't know what it is, guys. I know I get put in all these different situations. It's been a while since I posted something. And honestly, I've been at home self-quarantining and just trying to, do my business, do the business, keep the family going. But this was ridiculous. And it's sad because it's at a hospital that my family uses and I really respect, But unfortunately, things happen. Yes, ma'am.